This is Virat Kohli. Post the game, he says there's a reason why you do it for 15 years. For me, it's only about doing the work. People can talk about anything they want to. They can talk about not able to push on. He's talking about strike rate, I guess. Not playing spin well. But you yourself know the game better. We wanted to play more for our self-respect. We wanted to play for the fans who backed us. We know we haven't played up to the standards required so far. We know we can do a lot better, and it's something which we'll try to do. Oh, geez. I mean, I don't know if they can do a lot better than today, but if you keep doing what you did today, the fans will take it 6 days a week and twice on Sundays. Yeah, Dooley?
Absolutely. But it's interesting that he goes back to these things, because they wouldn't be asking him, you know, are you looking to up your strike rate? Are you looking to, those wouldn't be questions. So clearly he's reading social media, or someone is reading all the social media about him.
Yeah.
And he does this quite often in post-match presentations, where he has a point to make about stuff that is written about him.
Yeah.
Why is he bothering? I mean, seriously, the bloke is such a great player. Why are you bothering, or why are people even bothering reading the rubbish that some people write and telling him?
So, but
I don't understand that.
But I think there's a particular type of player who does that and does that to drive themselves. So one great example of this is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Good point.
So Kobe Bryant, for example, would listen to a song, you know, a song by Boston, which used to play when he lost the match to them in 2008. He used to just listen to it every day in practice, just to say, this is a point I have to make. So some people say, he would read social media and he would say, okay, this player has set so many points, I'll score 50 points on him. So the whole idea is that players like this, there's a particular breed of player, and I think they feed off it. And sometimes
it's real. That drives them.
Yeah, sometimes it's real, sometimes it's imagined.
Okay.
It's a great point, because we do know this about Virat, that all the opposition teams say never sledge him. Right?
No,
don't get into a fight with him,
no.
because he thrives on that.
Yeah.
It's almost like the anger brings out the best in him. There are some players like that. The Aussies talk about Brian Lara a lot like that, saying never have a chat. Steve Boy used to tell them, do not have a chat with Brian Lara. It gets him going. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this actually gets VK going.
It's not players that are saying it, is it? You know, it's social media. It's I don't know. I just
there's very few players who say anything to Virat anymore. He's one of the greats.
And they can't. They've got nothing to say.
No, I think he just uses it. Oh,
okay.
This is what they've said in the papers. Let me prove it.
I just look at his sort of life and what he's done and think, why would you bother reading social media and trying to make a point about it when you do interviews? Because it just, if he's reading social media, he should have better things to do.
No, I don't think he's reading social media. But I think, I'll tell you what, I'm quite convinced he doesn't read social media. Also, with his kind of numbers, you can't read your mentions, because there's millions of them.
There's millions of them.
But I think he does keep up with the general narrative.
Right.
I think he keeps up with that. He's got ears on the ground, I'm sure. And I'm just completely, the speculation, I'm guessing. I know him, but I do not know this about him. I think he knows the general narrative, that there are a few people who kind of nitpick on these things. And he's like, oh, okay, hang on. Yeah. Cool, I'll show you.
I mean, we've all talked about his strike rate. It's no secret. But, you know, he's evolving. He's evolving all the time. And I see more risks taken by him now. And, you know, and it doesn't happen all the time, but I see a lot more risks taken by him now. I see him being a lot more aggressive than he was 2-3 years ago. I see him a lot less afraid to get out. And therefore taking those risks. So, you know, I mean, fair play to him. If that's what drives him, then good on him, because it's doing the job. It is certainly doing the job.
Whatever it is, it's working, right? A chase like the one that's been done today, a 200-run chase in 16 overs, him making sure that he shakes hands and comes back, which means that little dot not out. I think that the Bangalore fans, as I've been saying all day today, they'll take it 7 days a week and twice on Sundays.